Hi everybody, I'm Marcus.
And I'm Letitia.
And this is your marriage tip for the day.
Today's marriage tip is all about communication.
I like to say that communication is the currency of relationships. So if you don't have any communication, you don't have no relationship.
But with this marriage tip, we're going to talk about negative communication, or how bad communication can damage your marriage, relationship, that type of thing.
Right. It's just like bad credit. Bad credit could really mess up your financial portfolio. So in a relationship, you want to do everything that you can to maintain communication. It's kind of like sometimes people think that when you say fellowship, that fellowship and relationship are the same thing.
But they're totally different.
They're totally different. Just because you have a relationship with someone doesn't mean that you have fellowship. And just because you are having fellowship doesn't mean that it is healthy or profitable, I'll say, fellowship. So I was talking to an individual earlier today, and I was talking about how important it is in a marriage that you all fight fair. Now, obviously, there shouldn't be any fighting in the relationship, but what I'm saying is that when you're communicating, you want to be fair about communicating. Like, for instance, things you want to delete from your vocabulary are things like, well, you always do this.
Or you never.
Or you never do that. Those type of, I don't know if you would call that an adjective or an adverb. Anyway, those type of terms like always or never
should never be used.
Should never. Never.
But in this case,
right? It's okay, but you don't
never use it.
You don't want to use that in a relationship. You don't want to use it
when you're talking about a person, like you never do this or you never do that.
Right,
because you always do this.
Right, because there's a finality to it. It's like there's no wiggle room. You haven't given them any opportunity to explain themselves or to defend themselves or to refute it. In your mind, this is the way this person is. And let's just face it, in a relationship, you never have anybody figured out. You're always increasing in the knowledge of that individual. So that's first thing, delete those type of terms.
Okay. And then another thing, one thing that really just rubs me the wrong way is when I see a wife just talking to her husband any kind of way.
Right.
That just really bothers me.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be talking to him any kind of way.
Right.
But then second of all, you most certainly shouldn't be talking to him any kind of way in front of somebody else.
Yeah.
That's not it. Let's turn the tables. What if they talk to you that way? So the first thing we said was delete always and never. But then secondly, watch your attitude. Watch your tone. Watch your posture. Watch those nonverbal gestures.
Yeah. Because, as wives, we're supposed to love, honor, and respect our husbands, right? So, talking to your husband any kind of way, that's not showing any kind of, respect at all. Right.
That's got to come out in your tone. That's got to come out in your conversation. You can't say, well, I sure enough watch his dirty diapers. Well, dirty underwear. Hopefully he's not wearing diapers. Whatever. But I wash the clothes and I cook for him. Yeah, I honor him. But this is the thing. You can say you honor and you respect somebody. But if they don't feel honored or if they don't feel like you respect them, you flunk. So the first place you want to check is what is your tone around them? How do you approach them in conversation?
Yeah, and like we said earlier, especially around other people. And then we have to remember, as wives, we are kingmakers, right? So, our words are very powerful. We can either use those words to build our husband up or to tear them down. When you become married, you're one. Right. So, if I'm talking down to Marcus, oh, Marcus, you're so stupid. You never do this right. You never do that right. You never, you always do this. You're always doing that. What am I saying about myself?
That's right.
That's
right, because you're one.
Right.
You're
if
together.
I'm saying all this about Mark, I'm saying the same thing about myself. And I would never look in the mirror and say, oh my God, Tisha, you are so ugly. You're so stupid. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do this?
But really, when you look at it like that, if you calling your husband stupid, you the one married him. So who the stupidest?
Woo.
That's what I want to know.
Let's not go there. Baby.
Anyway. But you want to make sure that you watch that, pay attention to that, because your spouse will rise to the level of your confession.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. You may say, well, my husband, he's doing this and he's doing that, and he's, so I'm just calling it, as I see it.
Calling it like I see it.
But
that's your problem. You calling it like you see it.
It is what it is. No, honey, it's
It is what I say it is.
Yeah, what I say it is.
Right, because death and life is in the power of your tongue.
Right.
So your life follows your words. So if you want things to change in your marriage, first thing you want to look at is, what are you saying? Change that. And you say, well, I do say I love him, and I do try to build him up, and I do. Well, what's your attitude? What's your tone? Right. The same thing with a husband. Don't talk down to your wife.
Yeah, because this goes,
it goes both ways. We mentioned wives because wives have a tendency sometimes to be a little nagging, but men can be very. No, I'm just saying. But wives can be nagging, but men can be very combative.
Yeah, right.
And mean-spirited. So, you have both of them need to be tempered. Your relationship is not a sport in the Olympics. There's not a winner. There's not a loser.
Yeah, you both win or you both lose.
Or you both lose. Yeah. So, that's a good tip, babe. Keeping your communication sharp. For more information, you can log on to our website. I've got a website, MarcusTankard.com. She's got Letitia.com.
Letitia Tankard.
LetitiaTankard.com. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. Listen, if you're watching this video, don't just watch it and ha ha ha, he, ho ho ho. No, number one, share it. All y'all got a Facebook, because I'm sure that's how you're looking at it right now. So share it on Facebook, and then take it a step further. If you have a YouTube account, subscribe to the video. That way, whenever we post, you can you'll know and you can get on and watch it. All right? Again, this has been your marriage tip for the day. We love you all. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.